welcome back. For all of you that are struggling to overcome your fear of the deep end, this is the video for you. Right now, we are walking along the deep end of a local pool here. And as you can see, it's pretty deep, really, really deep. It's as deep as it goes for indoor pools. Now, a lot of you have this fear of being in deep water where your feet does not touch the ground. I've been where you've been, my friend. I know what it feels like. I know it's going through your head. It's a lot like riding the roller coaster for the first time. You don't know what's going to happen. You have no control of your environment. You feel like you're going to panic and die, drown, worst case scenario. Everything's going to be okay. I'm going to walk you through this environment, this terrifying environment. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what you're going to have to do because I have a game plan for you. First of all, you have to treat this like your room. 20 years ago, this was completely alien to me. I had no idea how to handle this situation. I had no idea if I was gonna come up from that water, and I feel for you. There is no way for anyone to tell you how to manage a place like this for the first time. Even if a lifeguard or instructor tells you to do this, that, whatever, you have no idea. You gotta treat this place like your room. Once you know it's your room, you know exactly what's going to happen here, there, everywhere, because you are familiar with the area. So my first step for you is to become acquainted with your environment. So this is the shallow end of the deep end. Let me show you how deep it goes. Okay, so we are at the deepest point of the pool here. And to give you an idea how deep it is, let's go down. Pretty deep, right? First tip to overcome your fear of the deep water is know your environment. Treat this like your room. Get to know every bit of nook and cranny of this area like it's your own room. Know that you have 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every deep end has 4 corners. Every deep end has a wall on the side. Get to know this guy. This is going to be your best friend. These will be your second best friend, okay? In case of emergency. But when you're starting off for the first time, you should not be swimming in this lane that you see me in right now. You should be swimming in this lane. You know why? Very simple. Because you have a wall to your side to help you. So in case any ship goes down, you have a wall to grab onto on this side or on this side. So rule number 2, make sure you swim in a lane where there's a wall to your side. Rule number 3, always know that you have an x-axis and a y-axis. The longer you stay in your y-axis, the more prone you are to drowning. Why? Because 99.9% of the time, whoever's drowning looks like this. They're trying to get as much air conveniently as possible, but staying in your y-axis, upright position, is hella hard to do, especially if you don't know how to tread water. Whenever you are drowning, or you feel like you're going to drown, start swimming. Get on your x-axis. Do a back float. Do a front crawl. Do a breaststroke. Do a doggy paddle. Whatever it takes, keep on your x-axis. The more you are on your belly or flat on your back like this, the easier it will be for you to start moving somewhere like a wall. And this is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be treading water like this. This burns up a lot of calories. It's like doing a voluntary seizure. You're gonna burn up a lot of energy, and this is gonna be very hard for you to maintain for minutes on end. So, like I said, stay away from your y-axis and start going on your x and grab a wall. Simple as that. Object maybe this thing, or that thing, right? You need to grab onto something because no human on earth can do this forever. Okay, so start doggy paddling, head up, crawl, whatever. long as you're swimming towards something, you grab onto the wall or something solid, you're good to go. Rule number 4. There's also not only left to right, forward to back, but there's also an up and down portion of the pool. What goes down must come up. When I say up and down portion, I'm talking about this. Not only can you swim forward and back, side to side, you can also swim up and down. And this is something that most people don't realize. Treading water or doing this, where your head is above the water, maintaining this for a long period of time is very difficult. So why spend that extra energy? Your goal is to grab onto something as fast as possible if you have that fear of drowning or you feel like you can't go on. Not only can you swim side to side, forward and back, you can also swim up and down. Like this. Put your head up, head down. Use the floor of the pool to your advantage, like a pogo stick. I can do this forever. For days, for years on end. If I wanted to maintain my y-axis. See? This is like jumping on a trampoline for me. Now, if you're at the deeper end of the pool, it's going to be a lot harder to do this because the floor is going to be way down there. But still, you can still do this. And let me show you how. So we're at a deeper end of the pool, so let me show you how I use the y-axis. Again, I can't really grab the bottom of the floor, so what do? I'm just gonna have to swim up. So what I'm doing basically is just acting like a submarine. I just relax, let go of everything. When I'm ready, when I get my next breath of wind, I come up. It's not as efficient as using the floor at the bottom. But if I have no bottom to grab onto, this is my only best option. I wouldn't resort to this option unless I had no wall or anything inside to grab onto. If I did, I would swim towards it like a fish. If I'm in the middle of the ocean, I can do this. I can float on my back, or I can tread water. This is the last thing you want to be doing. Like I said, this burns up a lot of energy. But this, much better. Make sure you are familiar with going up and down, using the floor to your advantage if you are stuck in that situation. To recap this video, step 1, or rule number 1, become familiar with the deep end, okay? Know it like you know your own room, okay? Know the 4 corners, know the 4 walls, know the shallow end, know the deeper end, know the whole vicinity. Get to know it like your own room. And then you'll treat it like your own room, and you won't be so scared. Rule number 2, make sure you swim in a lane or an area where there's a wall to your side. In case of emergency, in case you're doing laps, in case any shit happens, you have something to grab onto and you're sitting on your side. Rule number 3, make sure that you stay on your x-axis versus y, because the longer you stay up front or upright like this, gasping for air, the more prone you are to sinking and drowning. Swim whatever it takes, front crawl, back crawl, doggy paddle, whatever, until you grab a hold of something like this. And rule number 4, make sure you become familiar with not only going side to side, left to right, but going up and down. Use the floor, use the bottom of the pool to your advantage. If you are in a situation where you have nothing to hold on to, like this. Practice these steps, become familiar with the deep end, and in no time, this will be a walk in the park for you guys, okay? Check out my site, 7dayswim.co, for more information on swimming lessons, and let me be your coach on this epic journey, okay? My name's Justin, and I will see you later.